Hi guys, how are you? My name is Lisa Kanyomozi Raboni, and this is Conversations with Kanyomozi. There's a blog, there's a vlog, and now finally a podcast. This was taking forever because I kept saying, guys, it'll be out in November. Okay, now Jan, Feb, it's March. But as long as we got it done, that's the most important thing. To begin with, this is a new home. This is Design Hub Kampala that's located on Fifth Industrial Street. It's our new home of creativity. We've got Net Studios who's partnering with us to make sure I have good quality videos for you all. So I'm very, very excited to be taking on this journey. Let's get into it, I guess. What do? I'm a student. I've started telling this like an actual thing because I never get to tell it. I'm a student. I'm a governance and international relations student doing that somewhere in Kampala. I am a business owner for Obonide, which does Afrocentric accessories, head wraps, and brass jewelry. I am an on-air personality. I also now a content creator under Conversations with Kanyomozi. How I got into content creation. This was this was very unplanned. I just wanted to create. It started off with the blog because I was doing print in 2016 under a certain media house. And because I was young and because I was deemed incompetent because of my age, I wasn't allowed to talk about certain things or do certain stories or get information about certain things because they didn't think I had an expert opinion enough. So what I did was create a blog with Conversations with Kanyomozi and got that space to be an alternate space for me to be able to write, create, share my thoughts or different things that I've learned. And it turns out people like my content because people would write to me, people would share. When I wouldn't write, like, are you okay? Do you want to give us an article or two? Maybe. Why is it called Conversations with Kanyomozi? I like to talk. That's basically it. My name's Kanyomozi. I put a K to make it look catchy and cute. And also now it's across different platforms, essentially because I want to be able to conversate with you. And I think communication or the use of communication and talking about stuff helps us understand things in the mind first before we actually start to do them. Why a podcast? I've got an amazing network of people. And I'll sit down and we'll be talking and we'll be sharing over a meal, over a few drinks. And the conversations are mind-boggling. So I said, why not bring that to people who are not necessarily in our group of friends or a group of colleagues, but would like to learn about things that we're talking about. So the blog is my rant. It's just where I go to shout. When people are giving me headache or stress about my weight, they're giving me stress about my work, they're giving me stress about my day, that's where I go. When I created the vlog, I'm a feminist. That's my main job. I work under Choose Yourself. I'm a Girl Talk program coordinator. And I wanted to create content that you can understand very easily. I wanted to read books. I wanted to give you a feminist perspective that you might be able to get in 5 minutes. So that's why the vlog exists. And now you know why the podcast exists. The journey that is creating is very interesting. Like you are making stuff, you are doing things, but you somehow do not think that people are watching. And that's how I ended up doing work with Net Studios. I mean, I was talking endlessly, but I didn't know people were actually taking me seriously until I was approached by one of the producers and they said, hi sis, we kind of like your stuff, let's do this. And that's why now I have even more energy to continue creating, because not only do I have people walk to me and say, oh, you wrote about this and this helped me. I know I shared about me gaining weight because it's been Christmas and it's been my birthday and I've been eating and everyone is in my business. Everyone's on my plate like they're supposed to be. And someone read the blog and she said, thank you for this. Like I was feeling so horrible about myself. And when I read this, I remembered that they need to mind their own business and watch their own plate. Okay, so yeah, that's why Conversations with Kanyomozi exists. I hope that's a worthy introduction. Let's get into getting to know me. going to be. Okay. So I picked a very, very simple game. 21 questions. You might know of it, you might not know of it. And I'm going to use that. I asked you guys to ask me a few questions on my personal social media. And people were asking when I'm going to visit them in their countries. Have you sent me a ticket? Is that it? Where's the ticket? You haven't? So, okay. Then people asking about my age. Child, just know I'm grown. That's all you need to know. So let's get into it. I only get 3 words to describe myself. What are they? Loud, opinionated. I'm beautiful. That's it. Number 2, what's something everyone else loves that you secretly find overrated? How come? I feel like people are going to kill me for this because when I said I didn't like music, everyone was making a lot of noise. Movies. I find movies overrated. I don't watch movies like that. They are absolutely boring. Maybe I watch one in a year. So, but people are in their feelings about that. Would you rather have a home on the beach or the mountains or in the mountains? I hate walking. It's like one be in the mountains. I love water. I find it very peaceful. So I think it's definitely the beach. What kind of things really make you laugh? Audacity. The audacity that men have. That is hilarious. It is actually fantastic. If you could jump into a pool full of something, what would it be? Money. Only money. Dollars, pounds, cash, all of that. If you could be any fictional character, who would it be? I was reading a book, The First Woman by Jennifer Makumbi Nansubuga. And in the book, there's a character called Nsuta, who in the 1930s or 50s, if I've got that right, was a very radical woman. She was speaking about feminism. She was speaking about women supporting each other. She was sleeping with different types of men because she said it's her vagina. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but she was very strong and opinionated, and she wasn't allowing to fall into the social construct that was given to women. So I would definitely be in Suta. Have I ever had a crush on an animated character, guys? Have you watched Bridgerton? Duke of Hastings? I'll have his 7 children, not even one. What is the worst lie you've ever told your parents? Guys, I lie for a living. It's kind of a thing. But I think the worst was when I was in my early teenage years and they would drop us off at a certain mall to watch movies and we'd go drinking. I never used to drink. I used to watch people drink. So my mom and I get into the mall at around the same time. I'm not allowed to take borders. So I'm taking with border and she's getting in. And I said, no, I got on the border so I can get money, change, so that I can go and eat in KFC because I had a lot of money. I think it was above her. It was above her. Which habit are you the proudest of breaking? I think procrastination, which is something I think almost every other creative deals with. It's a big difficult, but I'm very happy that now I'm very proactive at creating content, at searching for content, at thinking of content, also because I like money now. Yeah. If you had to pick an animal, which animal do you find the sexiest of all? I think a peacock. I think I'd be a peacock, but not the female one. The female one's pretty ugly. The male one, I'd actually switch genders for that one because the thing just walks around to show people that it's beautiful. And I think I sort of do that as well. Would you describe yourself as naughty or nice? Why do you say so? It depends. It depends. Pick a day. What's my favorite joke? Black men don't cheat. That's my favorite. What's the weirdest nickname you've ever had? One of my friends calls me Nyoms, for short for Kanyomozi. I don't know why she does that. What would be much better if you could just change the color of it? I didn't think about that. What would be much better if I could just... Maybe vegetables. Maybe if they're not green, they'll be much better. Do you think double texting is a big deal? No, if you like the person, but if you like them too, if you double text too much, then like your ego, and I have an ego, so don't do that. If your life was a movie, what would it be called? I don't watch movies, so that's horrible. What's the last concert you went to? Tried to dinner. When we're soaked in mud, then the pandemic came and did whatever it had to do. What do I wish? What do you wish you were really good at? Math. I can't count for. You can ask me 16 plus 18, and I will take 2 minutes to come to a conclusion. So I wish I was really good at math. If you were a dog, what kind of dog would you be? The small ones, the Maltese, a black Maltese. What's the most spontaneous thing you've ever done? My mother does it. Okay, my tongue piercing. That one she knows. My tongue piercing is the most spontaneous thing. I just woke up one morning and said, let's go get it. And finally, if you had a time machine, would you go back in time or visit the future? Definitely 101% visit the future because I'll be rich. Now, back, none of that. Okay, so it's Women's Month. So that's why Her Woman has brought for you a podcast. And I was just reading up on the history of that because that's what we're going to be getting into for this month. A lot of women are going to be here. We're going to be on the podcast. We're going to talk about a lot of things to do with Women's Month, what we think about it, what we believe about it, what should be done better. Other things that affect and touch women. I think I want to talk about money, definitely. I want to talk about health because I saw a conversation about, gynecologists somewhere on my social media, birth control. So I want to get into that conversation as well. And maybe we'll talk about pleasure, just maybe. So I'm just going to give you a little history on Women's Month. Number one, we started celebrating Women's Month in 1987, March. It is used to highlight women's achievements and celebrate their important role in society. The color is purple. I should have worn purple. I should have. And it highlights efforts of women's equality, and that's why they chose purple. What does it mean to me? Particularly, it's only, I think, this year that I've begun to take it seriously. Obviously before, Women's Day, public holiday, yay. But now I work on radio, so I don't get public holidays, so that's a bore. But I think it just, what I enjoy about this month specifically is the fact that I get to learn about different women, what they're doing, what they did, different fights. One of my friends, Judy Kayel Irakoze, is doing a 31 day of women who helped in the struggle to liberate women. And it's just amazing to watch from time before, because people keep saying, feminism is a foreign concept, feminism is not African. But she's using this month to show us history of women who were before us doing the work that we're doing only now. So it is not a foreign concept, yes. What do I hate about it? I think I hate the performativeness that a lot of organizations, a lot of TVs, a lot of radios are doing. Like, you don't see women throughout the year. Suddenly you can find all the women. Suddenly there's panels with women. But before, we weren't able to reach her. She couldn't come at 8 p.m. But in Women's Month, she suddenly is free. Okay, I'll rant another day. Another day. What to expect with this vlog? There's going to be so much. One of my favorite segments is the plug, where I have to do the necessary work to look for entertaining and interesting things for you guys to get into when it comes to books, music, podcasts, and articles, stuff that you're going to use to learn. We're going to have the group chat, which is whatever happens on your phone group chats, but the interesting ones, not the work ones, or the ones that you have to do a lot of boring stuff in. But really, the different comments that come in from my friends, we're going to have a lot of people come through and do a lot of that. We're going to have a panel a lot of the time, so we're going to be talking about very interesting things, and we're going to have the gist, where I drop the tea. So I'm very, very excited for what we're going to be doing. So every week, you have to hold me accountable to produce something for you every single week. This is our home, Design Hub. Shout out to Net Studios for ensuring that you guys have amazing quality. I am sorry for anyone who had to go through whatever poor quality I was giving you last year, but we fixed that. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to download the Net Studios app so you can catch this consistently. Bye-bye.